if I had any advice for young players, is making sure you prepare as well as you can with whatever resources are available. Mine was a bit of mentoring. I was lucky in the same token that I had a mentor, Ray Thompson, who helped me with regards to, he sat me down one day and he said, look, how much money do you need to pay bills? And I told him the amount and he said, look, I'm going to hire you. And so that was a real blessing. He gave us a job and that alleviated a lot of stress. So, and then about 6 months after that, he said, look, I'm going to fire you. Norm, you're going to be fine. You've got enough now. You can go and, you know, look after the family. And that was a good starting point.
For me, it was expectation and the pressure of performance every week. And I made the All Blacks at a very young age, so I didn't have time to work that stuff out for myself.
Des joueurs qui prennent jusque 3 ans pour s'adapter à la nouvelle vie, pour l'après-rugby. Donc quand tu regardes ça, je pense que c'est très compliqué. Je sais qu'il y a à peu près 60% des joueurs qui ont du mal financièrement. Je crois qu'en Nouvelle-Zélande, déjà on a la chance où on a notre provel qui bosse avec les joueurs. Donc je sais que chaque équipe de ITM Cup ou chaque équipe de Super Rugby, ils ont les personnes qui s'occupent de le développement, qui s'occupent de l'après-rugby.
So their role is purely here to assist the players with, I guess there's 4 things. One is around their career and education. Secondly is around their personal development. The third thing is around their financial understanding and management. And then lastly, it's around their understanding around the professional rugby, I guess, obligations and expectations.
Their first role is to form a trusted relationship with the players individually and collectively as a group, and then to help them identify all those things that I've talked about around who they are from a character perspective. Back in 2000 actually we set up the personal development program, and the concept of the personal development program is to work with players to develop themselves holistically. Yeah, look, in 2009 we were one of the first professional sports, I think, in the world to do a survey of players who had played professional rugby or professional sport, and the results from that survey really helped inform us that we were on the right track with what we're trying to do. I think at the moment we have around about 22 to 23 personal development managers operating within New Zealand, servicing our players in New Zealand, and also servicing around about 280 players that are based overseas.
You have to start again and you're not going to be the best in the world, and it's really hard. So you don't have any attention towards you, you're not playing a game where there's 60,000 people, you've spent all your life being the best in the world, and then you have to start something else, and what do you do? And we have high standards, and often, like I said before, you know, your friends might have spent 15 years studying or being managers of other businesses and they've worked up, and you're at 0. That's tough.
I think the more you can be proactive about it instead of being reactive. I mean, it's tradition growing up was you got to do all those, sort out your own problems or navigate your own pathway. I could never see myself just in one career. Like rugby was one career, but the opportunity that rugby presented me is that I could go into a whole lot of different things and then choose. I wouldn't say go into a whole, you know, just one specific career, unless that's your passion. I couldn't think of any better job that I'm doing now. I'm a contractor. There's fear in contracting because you've got to think about where your next contract is coming from, but you know, the variety is amazing, and I get to meet new people, and people fascinate me.
Je suis parti quand j'avais 26 ans. Je rentre 11 ans plus tard et la vie ici s'est changée aussi. Aujourd'hui, je me rends compte que j'ai envie de faire autre chose. Quelque part, ça fait peur, mais en même temps, c'est excitant parce que j'ai l'opportunité aujourd'hui à recréer ma vie. Est-ce que j'ai peur de l'avenir? Je ne pense pas. L'avenir pour moi c'est simple. Dans 10 ans, je me vois au bord de la mer, en train de pêcher, en train de surfer, et puis passer le bon moment avec ma famille, avec mes amis.
We have a different terminology. We want to talk about the fact that it's just the way your life is evolving. It's expanding your horizons. And at some stage, playing rugby is something that you won't be able to do, but you are still who you are. You don't lose your sense of identity or who you are or what you're about if you define it beyond your playing days.
It's just to keep getting the message out, and particularly to our young people, that this game's a wonderful game and you'll get to potentially travel the world and you'll meet lots of people and you might be on TV, but end of the day, it's actually not real. It's not the real world. You'll one day finish and you'll need to hopefully raise a family, pay a mortgage, get a job, do normal things that normal people do. And it's just to not take away from the wonderful experience that rugby will provide, but it's just always to have in the back of your mind that it won't always last, and don't wait until it stops before you start thinking about what you need to do next.
I look at rugby today. I think the evolution of the game is really positive. I would highly recommend that young players get some really good support around them and people that they trust. As long as we support them all the way through, not just to a point when they finish, but it goes beyond the game itself, and the transitions will be a lot easier or smoother.